My people, vote for 1,000,000 niggers and not one will speak on your behalf. Empower 1 billion imbeciles and they will cast you in the mud and step on you, and neither will they speak one word to get help to raise you up. I don't have the eloquence, but the will and courage I have to speak. I am not going to let the Judas feelings compromise the freedom of an entire people. We have suffered too much watching those that Judas us for their selfish gains show off. The stakes are too high for us to dilute the truth or to pet and powder a Judas back and belly rat among us. Let us tell the truth to even the drunkards that claim to be our own. To you, this is the day of reparations or absolution. These are the supreme winds you are riding in at this moment. Some seek power by honest employment. Some seek power by joining armed and bloody gangs. We adore power in the Most High God, and it becomes a joy to simply speak on behalf of those that will be resurrected, regardless of your synthetic science magic. Today, the thief will be asked to pay or the victim will forgive the violation. It depends on the fatherless children of the earth. Big little baby boys and girls with mothers that could not protect or empower them to challenge the devil. The things I will say today are certain, but you may choose to act on them or not. You will absolve yourself by your action, or you will absolve your oppressors by your agreement. I point to two roads all the time, and each one favors one of two parties. I am your brother, but not even I can decide on you not taking the road to destruction. I can support you on the good choice or leave you on the wrong choice. We have already burnt out our labor on you, so it is your time to make it easy. We will not beg or preach to you. The truth is too obvious. If you feel alone on a good path, remember that the solitary one will always make it home. There was the suffering black woman, ever in travailing pain. My people, I feel the burden of these black sisters. It is not good, and it was never well, to ask the victim, the traumatized, even as a helpless child, to solve the trauma on her own. But there is always the crucified and sacrificed and ever betrayed black man. When the enemy oppressed him, he stood up strong again. But when his woman betrayed him, he was as dead, still as the wind. When will we overcome the perpetual story of Adam and Eve that these imitators of Annunaki used to mock our people with? These imitators of the Annunaki. Was it fair for the black women to expect the men that were going through even worse trauma than they were to be their saviors? Although the black man does not speak and will not seem to blame the black woman, he suffered as much, but only worse, as it was most necessary to subdue him and make the race fatherless. Only in the absence of the father will a people be conquered. The hyena will attack when the lion is far from his females. When the black man was being destroyed, raped by the beastly and unnatural men, and beaten half to death, the black woman was brought to witness and see that she had no protector. She was suffering and has suffered in an alien culture belonging to neither her nor her man. I am calling these next videos to destroy the Adam and Eve complex that all the reprobate children of anarchy use to destroy the children of the supreme God, the children of that I am, God internal, man divine. Until the race that is most attacked becomes free, the world will be in bondage. Until the black race is manifest and restored, the world will never see the true light. Those of other races that believe that they were free will come to see their bondage and to understand the evil part they play because of zealous greed and prejudice. And I will repeat at this point, peace will come in the world. The golden age will come, but never without a free black race. Black America, I am called to tell you that certain entities have been intensifying their labor to destroy you. The white race has been a very zealous utility for these toxic and karmic demon gods to possess. Because they are zealous to do this work, they were often or always chosen. They are given a superficial sense of inclusion to lordship so as to believe that they are superior. They were the most gullible and still are the most gullible race. That is why they are being used by these Annunaki, karmic, universal karmic demons. They could be referred to as house slaves in the bigger picture. They are made in their zealous ignorance to compromise the system and especially law enforcement and utilities like banks, etc., and to never give you peace. They will make you call for justice while seeking none at all. Or you will call for justice, but you will see none at all. Or as you receive a sense of justice on one count, many more breaches will appear, so you will never feel redressed. They will intensify and keep this up until you make a knee-jerk reaction, so they can get you in some kind of destructive war that they believe they were well prepared for. This is not an outcome at the moment. I am only telling you about the intention that becomes known to me. You are weak because you are more divided than any time in history. They have managed to place a bridge between Adam and Eve, and now is their best time to act. At this moment, stop separating yourselves male from female. Stop seeking for togetherness by religious means. Everything that is religious, claiming to be that which will save you, get rid of it. Every person who claims that he brings liberation by the force of any religious God spell is only bringing a new sense of division. God spell tactics were invented by the Annunaki breed of karmic gods to keep the enlightened humans down. It emerged from a divine science that was used for mind control by way of intrusive demon cults, cultures, or concepts. I don't care how your God is precious. Take some time to meet with your brother without using it as an offense. Tell him to wait outside of the meeting gate for a few hours. Put your religious and political beliefs aside and unite. Put your ego aside and unite. The blame was never your own. So how has the black woman come to believe the hissing demons that tell you otherwise? It is because you forgot God and took up your idols. Oprah Winfrey and other well-paid bodies of Judas. They tell you things based on the superficial, or they say they had an experience as if that is the most unique thing on earth. We would never have been chosen to speak had we no experience. They tell you the result of some cause in a way that you lay blame based on the symptom and not based on that cause. By the black woman claiming these things about the black man whom she grew with a bonnet on his head, the symptoms seem clearer than the cause. So this same black woman grew this boy with a bonnet on his head and turns around and blaming the black man for it. But you say these men act like bitches and treat women like bitches. You should stop this now. The sneeze is only the symptom. The symptom is superficial. Stop taking notes from well-paid old farts. Stop taking notes from well-paid old farts. They are well paid, are you? Why not you? Why can't you even find a job? You do not have to drop your pants and start from the bottom. You can be a man. You do not have to wear girl clothes or become a sex demon. Neither must your buttholes be naked to be you, to be you, the alpha male. Alpha does not mean body hole. It is higher than that. Stop celebrating the imbeciles. Stop being afraid of being left out for doing right. Do right and let these American black idol Judas body holes go flush themselves. Don't be afraid to stand up as a man among little boy bitches that want to control the conversation. And many men only watch the women that go astray, but they are afraid to tell the male bitches to get the fuck out of their faces. These people are deliberately destroying you for a paycheck and you worship them for it. They are Judases among you. You celebrate and idolize them to become the Judas that destroys you. I am sure that if we get a few men in the house, all the women will be right home by our sides. But you worship male bitches that open their buttholes to start from the bottom and tell you about it's kosher as long as it's money. Your legacy is worth too much to give away for childless black nations. Don't let the little body holes get you down. Rise and stand. It is time for it now. With all the pain that you feel because of your negligence to due diligence, will you make your ego cause you to sustain it? The power of creating idols in Black America to spread demonic traits to the race worldwide has wreaked its havoc. Enough has been done. The winds of reparations have come, so the people must stop calling on the consciences of the unconscionable and simply join hands. This is the great and unstoppable solution that we come to give you. You have asked for reparations. France has stolen, America has stolen, and the entire white race is on that legacy, that stolen legacy. Let all petitions that were laid remain where they are. Raise no more debate because you have done enough. Simply join hands and invite your God back inside your midst. You shall receive more than you asked for, because by your good heart you were not even asking for as much as you were due. If you agree to that little, they shall be absolved with only that little. You are creating for them a loophole. Just join hands today and you shall see. Block out their hissing sounds of confusion that make you divided. Religion is the enemy of freedom. Please remember to thumbs up the like button, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Look here, I am tired of bad energies that come here. We have a part to carry on. We are here for those that are our families and are willing to be the prodigal ones, return to the highest good and honor. I am not your God. I am only here with an invite card that all families are welcome to return to home. If you are here because you are curious to find out, then stay and see respectfully. Those that choose their comfort with chaos are free to make their own decisions. We respect that. Your kind have no reason to be here, so go. That is it. Just go. I am not here to serve detractors with amusement. I am here to speak with those who find something in these words. I don't care if you be the handful. I care only that everyone who wills must have free access to come. Now, my family, please hit the like button to support the work. This is the least I ask. Subscribe or hit notification if you choose. And please again hit the like button if you support the cause. Now let me repeat before I go further. All my detractors, please go. Buzz off. We do not want you around here. It has been a long history since ancient times that served as the prelude to today's stage. At that point, cultures met, and one person of humankind, through greed and envy, matched only by the fullest karmic Annunaki demons, challenged to take away history and all truth from his counterpart. He felt that he could create a superficial image of him being higher than the intrinsic children of God. Little did he know that the highest kind of human only exists where there is the highest culture. In this, he did buy and steal souls to possess by superficial way and the physical dimension. Now, in this time of transition, the natural law shall repay to the victims the value of his children and to own their legacies as payment. Yes, by natural laws shall he repay to the victims his legacies perpetually. We have come to speak these messages. It is not our laws, it is divine law. We do not make cosmic laws, we repeat them by words. Neither do we have monopoly on perpetual motion, but every word of truth we speak shall be ratified by even you, simply by you looking up. Even the enemies and even the karmic will look upwards and see the clouds. See that I do not lie about the storm that is coming to you. See that I am not God over you, but I speak the words of God to you. I was never your enemy. It was you who sold your own children by buying and stealing those of others. You are falling in a bottomless pit, but you will begin digging down deeper in order to get out. This won't help you. This is what I keep showing you, and you think that science will help. Do you make dimensional beings and even useless ones that say they are inter and extra dimensional fool you? Or do you see and understand why we always return after you burn us and all your crosses? For if you look, you remember us, and each individual you do remember. You know us even when the masses do not, but you still believe in karmic gods. Erroneous cultures are karmic. This would be such as the Annunaki culture that usurp the golden ones. This would attempt to supersede the truth that insists that intelligence in the unconscionable being, be it human or otherwise, extra dimensional or inside force, is exactly anarchy. Intelligence in the unconscionable mind is anarchy. From eons before, intelligence given to the Anunnaki culture made this civilization the cosmic definition of anarchy. This is why the Anunnaki are toxic and karmic deceptive beings, and this is why those that boast upon the powers of these gods also take on that burden of beings that are universal karmics. So one kind of man fought to destroy the golden scepter of humankind by way of synthetic beliefs prescribed to them by the Anunnaki, those that say words to challenge the Most High God creation, those that say there are no consequences to adverse science as witchcraft, those that say they can challenge the design of perpetual motion and win. At the latter period of this time, two cultures collide. At that culmination point, the women of humankind were hunted and taken as a prize, as hunters gloat over the biggest and fattest kill. This is the conception of the evil belief by women as that I am the prize. It is self-infliction induced by shit for sugar sorcery. What is shit for sugar sorcery? Let me explain. Three examples. If when you were learning in school, your teacher told you that SHIT spells sugar, you would most likely believe. When you get a job and your employer asks you to put sugar on the order, you will write what you know, SHIT, I mean. And when your coworker sees and tries to help by saying, no, shit is not sugar, you will say, fuck off, who are you trying to fool? Sugar is not shit. I went to a good school, leave me alone. In Jamaica, during slavery, the evil ones would slaughter the animals and show the intestines at the slaves, for they would not allow them better food for meat. So the hungry slaves would clean these animal intestines and cook for food. Turns out that this snare made it taste so damn good that today there will be not one party in Jamaica without goat belly soup. And now it becomes the best thing ever. In Jamaica, when they wanted to destroy the proud I am black or I am a real man mentality, entertainers like Shabarangs and Vibes Cartel appeared. These artists, beloved by the powers that be internationally in high places, even though their struggles might seem to tell you otherwise. It began with one artist being made into a fashion icon, beginning to do things that a Jamaican would count as girlish, like wearing earrings or pants that would, at that time, be befitting of a woman, or he could literally wear a handbag that the gay community prescribed as male fashion. Or he could just start a bleaching or browning culture for the idea of whiting out the black mindset is usually a transition, a step by step, from a clearer skin to a white worship mentality. This is why people like Vice Cartel will ever be pampered in the business by the gay community, lying in the shadows, and others who want to usurp the black throne. This is why people like Spice will always have a place, but the race will prevail, even with the pain of their Judases. The race have survived for eons, and it will rise as soon as the Judas are seen for the non-entities they are in the struggle. The time will come when the people will listen to Bob Marley and I Wayne as they would before. The time has come to look towards a better purpose and fire burn the shit for sugar legions all around us, spewing shit from their body holes and their faces all day. Peace out.